Hey everyone, this is David Trungale, and we are looking at the swing of TJ, who happens to work at the same company as I do. Phenomenal golfer, incredibly gifted player, never had a lesson, +3 handicap. In fact, I think he's been down below a +4 even. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this review is because I posted a swing and golf swing analysis. Over 30,000 people saw it in the group, and they were skeptical, saying, hey, in the comment section, this swing's not below scratch. And I don't know what to tell you other than, look, had Aaron Hills filming this. We played, had caddies. There was multiple witnesses. I mean, you don't have to hit P1 through P10 as most instructors teach in order to play great golf. Now, there's a caveat, right? Most people probably should work on their form, but here's some harsh reality is most people are not TJ. What we're looking at here is a freak talent, right? He's developed a swing style that works for him. And I don't have this kind of talent. And to be fair, most of the viewers here don't either. So there's still, though, a lot of good in this swing, right? There's certain positions that we would want to copy. So let's talk about that. So first of all, takeaway, it definitely does lift above that green line. You can see the club head and the hands. So most teachers would say, hey, take it straight up the plane. So TJ is going to elevate it above. Again, I'm not surprised as he's never had a lesson. Again, he can still outdrive me by about 60, 70 yards, literally, and beat me. So again, this is not a lesson. This is just, we're making observations here. I do really like what he's done here with the club. So at left arm parallel at P3, this is aimed right at the ball. So it's on plane beautifully, although he does not have as much depth as you might teach. But again, look at Freddie Couples, look at Dustin Johnson. There's a lot of great players historically that have used their talent to make their swing work. Now at the top, you can see I really like this. The right arm structure is in line with the spine. You can also see that he's retained the flex in both legs, so that's really good. Club is certainly a little laid off, more than, again, I would teach, but I'm not coaching TJ. And furthermore, since he hits the ball so well, it's one of those debates. Do you mess with this? Do you want to change anything? Obviously, if someone came to me and they're a 20 handicap and they're struggling, we'd be making a few changes. But just to show you here, let's take Justin Rose. Just kind of look at a quick side-by-side. Here's that left arm matching the shoulder plane opposed to being above it. And again, we talk about depth. Here's the hands working straight down over that trail heel opposed to being, more out over the toe line, right? But again, the move that TJ makes here, I think this is world class. Just about all great players do this. At the top from P4, they're gonna shift the club head to the left. So he's gonna go from laid off to even more laid off. Where Rose, you can see the kick there. And now all of a sudden this is looking, in terms of the angle, check this out, we can measure it. I mean, he's at 60, Rose is at 57. You can see why he's going to be able to hit the ball pretty well. As he comes down, he's going to be a little more on the out to inside. Now, I'll tell you, though, that he was hitting a fade here, so this would make sense. And he's good enough, when you get to this level, can work the ball both ways on command. He's hitting fades, draws, straight balls, 350 yards. It was really fun to watch. But when you're coming a little bit out to in, again, most people might struggle with taking too deep of a divot. If you followed my channel enough, or if you're an instructor, you probably know that, the head's going to pull back and early extend a little bit for this to work. So there you go. It's a nice little divot, clean contact. And again, when you do that, though, the hands are going to be rather active through impact, which is hard to time. But again, look at, I would say this reminds me of a VJ Singh or a Phil Mickelson type motion there. Again, if someone's a 20 handicap, or they're a struggling golfer, I would say let's get you into an impact position where instead of the right arm being straight, we're going to have a little more bend like that because we went deeper into our posture and our head lowered. But again, you can see with TJ, he's going to pull back and rise a little bit because of the plane. So it really makes sense. Again, this is just a gifted guy who's figured out this on his own. Now, this is very orthodox, meaning I would copy this motion all day long. Check out the footwork. This is really cool. He's got the right knee driving inwards. So I struggle with this. My right leg and knee shoot out towards the golf ball. I really like what TJ is doing here with his feet. It reminds me kind of a Greg Norman action. So nice balanced finish. And again, just great day at Aaron Hills. So bottom line, if you're a golfer, a swing instructor, you want to get better, this is just a case to prove that you don't have to copy everything from the book to play great golf if you have talent. It also raises the question, hey, if TJ did hit a few more positions, I'm not saying to copy Rose, but whether it's Tommy Fleetwood or take Tiger in his prime, how much better could TJ be? Would he get down to a +6? Would he make the Korn Ferry Tour? I don't know. He's never had a lesson, and again, just a spooky amount of talent here. But maybe he's hit a lot of golf balls just on his own, and this is a style that works. So maybe tampering with the swing would cause more harm than good. Someone could certainly argue that as well. So again, we're just looking at it. So really neat. I'm going to stop the video. It's been 7 minutes or so here. So if this was beneficial or you enjoyed it, add me as a friend. Send me a message if you want your own swing reviewed. And thanks so much for watching.